Jake Ludington here at Affiliate Management Days in Fort Lauderdale, and I'm here with Tom Cohen of LeClaire Ryan is the name of the law firm. And you were speaking about the FTC as it relates to affiliate marketing. Now, generally, the FTC is not somebody that any affiliate or advertiser wants to hear from. What do people really have to be concerned about in terms of the FTC?
Well, in terms of the FTC, people really have to be concerned about truthful, substantiated claims and disclosing connections with advertisers or networks if you get paid or you get payment in kind, which the FTC calls a material connection. So it's really pretty simple. Your product claims have to be true and substantiated. If there's anything involving an endorsement or testimonial, you have to disclose that you're getting payment or payment in kind based on the traffic you generate, and that's pretty much it. I mean, and don't use deceptive formats. Don't use fake news articles, fake blogs, fake review sites. Keep it real, and you should be fine.
Now, is this something that's unique to affiliates? Like, are the FTC, are they targeting affiliates specifically, or is this just a general approach to not being deceptive?
Well, they've been targeting online marketing fraud for 15 years, so there's really nothing new except for the fact that the FTC gradually realized that there were sites out there that were making deceptive claims that had fake content on them that weren't selling products to consumers directly but driving traffic to those sellers. To the advertisers. So once the FTC caught on to what was going on and they saw bad affiliates out there doing, fake content, false unsubstantiated product claims, not disclosing their connection with the advertiser or with the network in between, the FTC was pretty pissed off and they brought some enforcement actions against affiliate marketers that were running fake news articles, for instance, and they want to stamp out deceptive content like that.
How far up the money trail does the FTC's action tend to go in terms of the affiliate is kind of the front line, but obviously there are other actors who get paid along the way.
Exactly, and so like I said, the FTC has been going after the advertisers, for years now, and more recently they've begun going after affiliate marketers, engaged in deceptive practices. They've been going after the networks, the affiliate networks as the go-between that profits from the deceptive content, and they're going to start going after lots of different third parties that, in the FTC's view, are assisting or facilitating deceptive practices. That could be anyone from a payment processor to a lead generator to a call center, pretty much up and down the whole stream of advertising. Anybody involved in deceptive practices is potentially liable whether or not they take money directly from a consumer.
So you've kind of said that overarchingly, don't be deceptive, don't make false claims. But are there things that are kind of more gray areas in that sense, or is it very cut and dried about what is or is not deceptive?
Well, it is pretty cut and dry in terms of disclosing that you're getting paid. I mean, you either disclose it clearly and conspicuously, or you don't. Product claims can get into gray areas if the science is not clear. I mean, you typically have to have competent, reliable evidence, and if it's a dietary supplement, for instance, you need competent, reliable scientific evidence to back up your product claims. So, that can potentially get into a gray area, but deceptive format, there's really no gray area. I mean, it's you can't pretend to be a TV news journalist with an investigative report if you're just making it up out of whole cloth. That's kind of black and white.
Is that kind of the most bombastic version of the deceptive claims, is the people who are doing these fake news sites, or are there even more sort of ludicrous things that you've seen?
Well, I mean, I've seen even more ludicrous where not only are they making up deceptive, TV news channel sites, but they even mimic legitimate TV news channel sites. I saw that in a case, 5-6 years ago when I was still at the FTC, where I was regional director in New York, where I even saw websites that looked exactly like the real legitimate TV news station for that area, and only in hindsight do I now think back and that TV news site that looked like the real Channel 4 or the real whatever, was really just an affiliate marketer putting up some totally fake stuff. And the fact that I saw it for city A, B, C, and D, and the content was the same, back then I didn't know, and the FTC didn't know that much about affiliate marketing. But in hindsight, I realized that's exactly what it was.
So shifting gears a little bit, and I know this is not your area of focus, but do not track is something that comes up a lot, and that does relate a little bit to the FTC. How are affiliates going to be impacted by do not track, or is that something they even need to worry about in the context of tracking a conversion?
I don't think affiliate marketers need to be worried about it. The term has been used in two totally different contexts. I mean, affiliates need to know about tracking in terms of how and when and how much they get paid. So the tracking for those purposes is totally different than the do not track behavioral targeting that others are talking about in the ongoing privacy debate about consumers being served targeted ads based on their shopping and viewing and browsing and surfing habits. That's the tracking in do not track that's currently being debated, and privacy advocates and industry advocates are still trying to hash out exactly what do not track means and what it doesn't mean, and what sort of information can still be collected and used even if somebody chooses do not track. And now there's browser-based do not track mechanisms, and so it's still very much in flux in terms of how that's all going to shake out in terms of that sort of do not track. But that's behavioral advertising. That's totally different than tracking for affiliate payment purposes.
Thank you, because I think there are a lot of people who are still somewhat confused about what those two things mean.
Right.
Is there anything else that you would want people to know about the FTC as it relates to affiliate marketing?
Just know that the FTC has gone after and will continue to go after parties engaged in deceptive practices, even though they're not actively directly selling to consumers themselves. So affiliates squarely fall into that category, and they have to be careful about the stuff they publish. And you can't just take something directly from your network or your advertiser and assume that it's all contains true substantiated product claims. You just really need to make sure that what you're putting up there, endorsements, testimonials, before and after pictures, it can't be made up. It's got to be real. It's got to be documented. You need your substantiation on file before you make a product claim, and disclose obviously the connections in terms of the fact that the publisher of this page is being paid commissions, etc. And that's pretty much what you have to worry about in terms of the FTC. They have run 10 affiliate marketing cases already in April of last year. They probably will bring more affiliate cases in the future because they really want to stamp out the worst of the worst practices, which to me are the deceptive formats, the fake news articles, fake blogs, fake review sites.
All right, well, thanks, Tom.
Sure, thanks a lot.